So in today's video, I want you to guys stop watching what techniques, so what video is best in order to manifest. Because here's the catch. The thing is, the more you'll stick into your own mind, into the present moment, believe it or not, the more you're not manifesting. And to understand better the concept of manifestation, I highly invite you guys to watch my video about time and the concept of time. I'm going to briefly summarize what do I mean by time. Time, as we perceive it consciously, obviously is a linear reality. It is reality, past, present, and future. But in actuality, if we could move away from our body through meditation, yoga, astral projection, or maybe, near-death experiences, we could literally see a higher perspective where, in fact, time, it's in a sphere and it's overlapping in a system, in a sort of matrix where past, present, and future don't really matter because they're all happening at the same time. And by virtue of understanding mentally the time, it's happening at the same time, why are you constantly thinking about the present moment and not having what you want? Because believe it or not, many people that cannot work manifestation, this is what they're doing. Initially, they're all excited and joyful and they start with affirmation. Mind you, watch my video about to make affirmation work for you today. But they're excited, they focus on positivity, and then after a couple of days, their manifestation just simply doesn't show up, or even after a couple of months, therefore, it's BS. This simply doesn't work. But here is the catch that I want to explain you in this video, super simple as usual, because the fact is that many people in the society at large are working through manifestation or through all of these techniques from a mental perspective. We have been raised in this modern society to be so logical. And in fact, we could even translate this as to be a very patriarchal, masculine-oriented type of energy society. And with masculine, I'm literally meaning the energy. It's about go and work, go and do it, go and prove you're successful, go after your dreams. You are not gonna find that place or that role as an actress if you just walk by and someone is gonna notice you. You have to put effort, you have to be there, you have to do it. Go out and make your dreams come true. I feel so drained even thinking about all of this. And I also want to share a little bit of my story. Every single time, maybe because I work a lot with the Divine Mother, I am very feminine in nature, but every single time I have tried so hard to work hard and to go after my dreams, it's been an absolute disaster. And the reason that is because it's not bad, obviously, to take action when you feel inspired and you feel the drive. How many times also in my other channel, Naya Visions, I'm like, go ahead and do it. Do your project, or even in private readings. For sure, there is truth to that. There is beauty in the masculine polarity. There is. This is simply the truth. We have to remain balanced. But when that is the only part of ourself that we cultivate, this very mental, logical part of our human body, of our human brain, we don't really access the feelings. We don't really access the solar plexus chakra, our gut feeling, our first brain. And here's the thing. I talked about the solar plexus chakra and I talked about the concept of feelings in my webinar that you can find down below, as well as a replay if you guys want to purchase and participate indirectly to that webinar, in order to feel our body, this beautiful instrument, to feel our vibration and to access our psychic intuition. Because through our feelings, our brain can get triggered. And the reason that is, I explained this millions of times, is because we do have a part of our brain called the limbic brain that doesn't really understand if something is happening in the present moment, in the future, or in the past. For your entire body, it's happening right now as you feel it. And this is how manifestation works. In the minute that you feel something, you create a vibration that if it is sustained long enough, you will see it in actualization. For the reason that the future, it's already here. So it is accessible through your feelings. And I go thoroughly and in depth about all of this thing, and I train you guys to understand what exactly means focused intention in my e-course, Co-Creating Your Own Reality. But if you want to learn from me, all the details are in the info box. This video, it's not for that. I want to leave you something very important. So every single time that you're trying to learn a new technique to manifest, you're watching another video and you're trying another thing, you're not really feeling that manifestation because you're always in the process of gathering information. So what your brain is basically processing is, I am not there yet. I am still learning. And of course, if you don't know these techniques, go ahead and learn them. But you cannot learn constantly. You have to feel at some point. And many times when we are talking about resistance, it's because you're literally putting your mind and saying, I don't have it yet. It's that simple. And yes, we can talk for hours about shadow work. We can talk for hours about traumas. We can talk for hours about vibration. But honestly, life doesn't have to be that difficult. It's just a matter of belief, and it's just a matter of how difficult and complex you want your life to be. But in truth, all this spiritual knowledge, manifestation, alchemy, spells, witchcraft can really be simple and can be summarized in the infinite potential of feelings and our emotions. At the end of the day, us as human beings, we are creatures of emotions, and we should use our emotion to transform ourselves and therefore our outside reality. I constantly say this sentence: you are only seeing what you're looking for. And if you're looking for God, all you see is God. But the same, if you don't want to arrive to an ascendant enlightened position, you could say the only thing that you're seeing is what you're looking for. Every single time that you have done a technique for manifesting, if your feelings in the present moment are, but I don't have it yet, and you're comparing yourself with other people, you're not accessing that what you're seeing, it's what you're looking for. Because what you're looking for is eventually lack. If you feel so desperate and needy to have something, you can guarantee that you are delaying the process of manifestation. And this is like super basic, but I feel that there are a lot of channels on YouTube that they say these things like they get it, but at the same time, their entire channel is about manifestation, and it ends up confusing people because they're constantly talking about the same things, giving you techniques, and this just make you stuck in the process when manifestation should be only one video, and it's that easy. I give you one of my example because every time I want to manifest something, honestly, it just comes true. And when it doesn't come true, it's because you bet that I am putting some pressure, resistance, or I'm working so hard to have it. It just doesn't work for me. I think that accessing our divine femininity, accessing the strength of the divine mother, and just to allow things to come to us while we are dreaming about it is the easiest thing to do. So for instance, one of the recent things that I've manifested is an amazing apartment that it's mine. It's not on rent, it's mine. And this apartment is the best apartment in a posh luxury building in one of the most important city in the world for fashion. Now, I don't want to disclose where I live due to privacy, but it's expensive, it's luxurious, it's freaking awesome. And I saw this apartment actually, what it was, 1.5 years ago or something like that. I just saw it through photos, through the website, and obviously I couldn't afford it immediately. It was just too much. I just couldn't afford it. There was no chance that I could afford this apartment. Instead of focusing and being like, oh, I'm so unlucky, I'm so unfortunate that I don't have this luxury apartment, I just literally was very honest to myself. I'm like, I am so grateful that I'm alive, because before my YouTube channel, my main YouTube channel, I used to do tarot cards in the middle of the street in a square, and the people used to pay me with offerings, with sandwiches, with a beer. So that's how bad it was for me. And so I was so grateful that I had the possibility to have a house, to be happy, to be joyful, to do what I want. And that's what I focused on. And in the meantime, what I did I think every morning or something like that, I had the picture of this apartment where I live right now on my phone, and I used to look at it and dream about it, and I just felt great. And so many people might even tell you, and you could do this for a boyfriend, for a career, for a job, for anything. And many people will tell you you're delusional. You're delusional. Why you're happy you don't have it yet. But I just don't function this way. I don't understand why. Like, maybe I have so much faith in my heart that things just come true, and you are just grateful because you're alive. Like, just the very fact that I'm here talking on YouTube is a luxury, and I don't want to take any of this for granted. So anything that comes extra, it's truly an extra. It's something that just makes you feel better, but it's not the fundamental aspects of joy of your life. Plus, I'm very spiritual, so for me, joy comes from communion with God and the divine. Like, when I do yoga in the morning and I meditate, damn, that's my drug. Like, that's my everything, because I feel connected to the cosmos, to the like, I feel so joyful inside that I want to cry, that all the rest of the things that I don't have, they just don't matter. So coming from this perspective, because everywhere you look, you're only seeing for what you're looking for. And if you're looking for God, all you see is God. So with that perspective, I was just doing my life, being grateful, overcoming most of my challenges, as any human beings will do. But in the back of my mind, I was always looking at this apartment with joy and fun. And I used to walk down the road in the garden. I'll be like, one day I'll be there. 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 And I didn't care when. It didn't really matter to me. I mean, I just don't care. It's like, whatever it comes, right? So one day I'll be there. And the more I used to say it, it's not just a matter of affirmation. For me, the present moment didn't really matter. It doesn't matter that I don't have yet 500,000 subscribers and I'm not a rich, famous YouTuber in the present moment. For me, it just doesn't matter. I'll arrive there. It's just a matter of time. I arrived there in this lifetime, in the next life, or with something else. I have 500,000 subscribers. What do you want? I have 500,000 subscribers. You might not see it right now, but I do have it. The same I did with my apartment. And the more I believe this, because I just do, the more I felt happy, I felt joyful. I was waiting for things without resistance, because whatever it happens, it happens. And you just go about your life, you visit your friends, you do your stuff, you work. Plus, I work with people that are amazing. I do my private readings that make me so joyful. And you see, this energy of allowance and fun and light and simplicity, it happened that through a series of events, I was able to get a loan, because obviously I didn't have the money to pay the entire apartment, but because my channel went really well, I had the credential, I was able to pay a loan, and it was so low, the amount of money that I had to pay for the loan, plus I had also money for myself. Long story short, I'm in this apartment. And today I was looking at my terrace, one of my terraces, and I just looked at the view. And I was like, I can't believe it. This is what I was dreaming. Like, I was dreaming while I was looking at those pictures. I will take a coffee, relax after yoga, and watch this view. And there I was. That's my present moment. But for me, it always has been my present moment. There was never a present moment where I didn't have it. And now I'm here, I'm like, okay. That's cool. I am so grateful. I am so abundant. So this is not to brag, because I don't even show you my apartment. Like, I don't care about showing what I have, because that's not the point. I want to raise your vibration, guys, by giving you something that is simple, digestible, and honest to understand in order to improve your life. Each and every one of us has their own dreams and desire, and they are precious, they're unique, they could be mundane, but they are yours. And so they can come true. Period. Stick this into your brain. They can come true. The only thing that you gotta do is to stop thinking about it in that logical way and just feel it. Feel it. Girls, boys, feel it. It's true, you just have to feel it. And don't talk about it with other people. You don't need that. I don't talk about all my manifestation with my friends. I just talk about it once I'm there. Most of the time before the pandemic where I could travel, I was literally in a place, and I remember even to my parents, I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to India. They're like, okay, right, do you have the money and everything? Yeah, it's all sorted. I don't tell people what I have to do. Or for instance, I remember another day I wanted to meet a band and in Amsterdam or something, and I just made it happen. I liked this guy that was the member of the band. He didn't even know me, but I was like, I'll meet him. I'll just meet him. And so it just happened that we became friends through Instagram, and I didn't even write to him, he wrote to me, and we became friends. And one day I said to a friend of mine, okay, tomorrow I'm going to Amsterdam, I have to meet a band. That's it. It was just that easy. Why? Because you just have to access your feelings. Once you trigger your body to feel how you want to feel in the future, and you see the future as a tangible reality in the present moment, what does it matter that it arrives in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 4 months, 3 months, in a night? It just doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't matter, because once you will have it, all you will perceive, it's the now. You are constantly only perceiving the now, but it's just a matter of perspective of how you want to perceive the now. And if you can trigger your body to perceive the future that you are already seeing through visualization in your mind as the now, you'll get there. You just get there. And many people say, but it's not happening. I'm not really growing even if I put hard work. Well, the first thing that I will advise you to say, it's, are you loving what you're doing? Because it's not a matter of how hard work you put. It's a matter of, are you loving what you're doing? For me, the fact that I was doing tarot cards in the middle of the square, or the fact that I'm doing tarot cards on YouTube, didn't really change how I feel. Sure, I'm grateful. Sure, I am beyond grateful for what I have. But I was happy when I was doing cards in the middle of the street. I was doing it with a friend of mine. It was so fun. We were playing the guitar like hippies in the square. I had all my friends, and just seeing the faces of these people leading up and being so happy to receive a reading that resonated with them. I was like, wow, this is mind-blowing. And I remember looking at the stars, and I was so grateful. I was like, thank you. Thank you so much, because I'm not doing what I don't like to do. Thank you, because I am earning a living, like I'm eating right now today, because I am being myself. One of the greatest things for me was about achieving healthy boundaries. And I always lived afraid in this country to be judged because of my gifts, because of witchcraft, because of manifestation. And once I was able just to be myself and earn money with that, I was like, I don't care. Whatever comes, I don't care. Plus, I had even near-death experiences. I know that life just goes on and continues. And even though life continues and just goes on, there is only one you. Like the Naya that you're seeing right now will never exist ever again. This is my only shot as Naya. Sure, my soul will travel, will expand, will move, and will go home. That's beautiful. But me as I know it today, that's my only shot. And I am so freaking grateful that I am myself. I am so grateful that I can have this body, that I can have this experience, and I don't take it for granted. So it's that subtle balance between gratitude, focusing in the present moment, just feeling, guys, feeling happy or joyful more than happy. It's like a silly word sometimes, but feeling that joy, and you just get there. Your manifestation can come true. You deserve it. And if you don't believe that you deserve it, yes, do shadow work. Yes, go to a counselor. Go and improve yourself. Go for it. Like, I'm all for it. Like, I love those content when I see them. But trust me when I say that you freaking deserve it. You just do. And you got to see this about yourself. And the more you'll see it, you'll feel it, you will access this feeling, and not just simply in your mind. Man, it's just a matter of time. You are growing even if you don't see it. You are growing even if you don't see it. It's not only because it's happening on a non-physical energetic level. If you will be clairvoyant, you will see it. You'll just see it. But let's say you don't see it. Fine, granted. But it's happening. It's not because you can't see it that it's not happening. Just access your divine feminine. Just access this allowance. Access every time, like I remember when I was so frustrated about YouTube not showing up my videos. After a while, I discovered and I realized I'm accessing the angelic algorithm. I don't watch anymore those videos, how to be popular, how to hit the algorithm out. It's just gonna come because I am riding the wave of the angelic algorithm. And if it's not YouTube, then it's gonna come in another form, because it just doesn't matter to limit the universe in your own singular perspective. You just feel it. I already feel like I am the richest and happiest YouTuber ever. Like, I just feel it. I am abundant. It's just gonna come. And the same can happen to you. So this, long story short, my experience, just to say, it doesn't matter how many manifestations you accumulate, all that you are being, all that you are experiencing is within your own feelings. You are never feeling love outside of yourself. You're only feeling love inside of you. You're only feeling success inside of you. You're only feeling accomplishment inside of you. So your body, the way you feel, is the door to actualization of anything that you want. And like I said, if you feel that people are pushing you down, don't share it. Just keep it to yourself. That's fine either. But believe it. Believe it, and especially feel it. The moment you access your feelings, they're in a strongly focused way, not obsessive. Focus doesn't mean that every single day you're obsessively compulsing feeling those things. You're just there, balanced, right? You're grounded, you're balanced, you're feeling good, it's coming, and you dream about it, you know? I like to keep it fun. I put music on and I just like, I don't know, I want to be in India and I want to be in a wonderful place. I put music on and I do a shower and I just imagine that I'm there. I imagine so many things on a day-to-day basis because I am a rising sign in Pisces, so Neptune just freaking rules me. So I just like, I don't know, I have so much fun imagining stuff, even if they don't come true. Like, I don't care. It's just, it's so good to just dream. It's so good. And then sure, I have to work, I go and I ground myself and then just go on about my day. And I don't know, at some point it just come true. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. If you do this, it will just come true. And it won't matter when. It just won't. It just won't. It just won't. Okay? So remember this. Stop learning, because if you're watching this video, chances are you know all the manifestation techniques, even more than I do. Stop learning all the manifestation technique. Stop thinking. Access your feelings. And yet again, you're only seeing what you're looking for. So my question to you is, what you're looking for today? Comment down below. Let me know what you're seeing with your mind and with your feelings. There you go. It will happen. Okay? So I just want to break it down really easy for you, really simple. And I see you guys later in another of my videos.